You see that? And we're laughing.
What?
Welcome
We
to
are
2022.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to DV Live. I am Amanda Acom, the marketing coordinator here at Desert Valleys, joined by the esteemed CEO.
Hi, everyone. Yet again, I'm on another video. That's Eric Bruen with the CEO for Desert Valleys. And this is our opportunity to kick off
2022
of Desert Valleys Live. We already kicked off City Talk, but this is our show.
This is ours.
Yeah. So I have to play nice during the City Talk ones. I don't have to play as nice during these ones.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, thanks for taking over for hosting on City Talk this week.
I had a blast. And if you didn't get a chance, so this week's City Talk was Dave Janis of the China Lake Alliance and somebody who I had the pleasure of working with over the last year. And last night at council, when we walked out, he said that video gives so much context to the story. And I said, yeah, it's exactly the purpose. So
it was fun. It was
go
funny
listen to the context. Go get the most powerful weapon to people is education, right? Yep. Educate your mind, learn, study, read. Don't make assumptions about what other people tell you. And this is a big
study up on your own.
Yeah, on your own. This was all redistricting, and this was our first one, and we're excited about doing these. It's so cool to see the influence Desert Valleys has had on the city. And
people reaching out like, hey, we want us to talk about this, or organizations saying, can we discuss this?
Yeah.
So be sure, everyone out there, comment if you want us to talk about a topic.
Yeah, comment, like, share. Please help us promote the video. Help us get the message out.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
You subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook. Like us on Instagram. Who knows? There might even be TikTok before the end of the year. But the whole purpose of why we do this is not because we're really just out there selling Desert Valleys, but we're actually selling the city of Ridgecrest and what it means to be a member of Desert Valleys. And, this is our first episode. This actually we didn't have Santa Day yet, correct? If I remember. The last episode we recorded, Santa Day hadn't happened yet, if I'm right.
Because this entire room that we're sitting in was completely
I don't know what you're talking about.
Completely transformed.
You talk about a room that went through a lot of thought process. You can't see it, but this room has been an office. It has been a Santa room. It has been a junk room. It has been a toy room. It has been a study room. And now it is currently back in its studio format, but we're calling it our multi-purpose office. So
very fun. It's nice to be back. It's actually kind of like comforting that it's back to a normal.
And the reason why I asked about Santa Day is because that's something we got to talk about. Santa Day was so awesome this year and so exciting to see the different people out that.
So back December 11th, we had our Santa Day in person this year.
Well, let's just start with the best. I mean, first, Omicron hadn't reared its goofy head yet as bad as it maybe. I am not even going to say bad, but we're dealing with it right now.
Right.
And, we were able to have our live in-person Santa event. We had 200 plus kids. We had a fantastic day. Mm-hmm. We had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We had Olaf.
Gingerbread Man.
We had Gingerbread Man getting beat up in the parking lot. We had
Toys for Tots here. We had the sailors volunteering.
And guys, hey, everybody asks, think about this for Toys for Tots. And I can rattle on.
Yeah.
7 boxes. You know the size of those boxes? We donated 7 boxes.
And 4 full-size bikes, plus an $800 cash donation.
Thank you to the U.S. Marine Corps for starting it. Thank you to our local, officers and reservists who work on the project. But I can just tell you that there was no bigger pride moment for me. So my dad was a Marine.
Okay.
That's how Toys for Tots for me goes back to my, youth side. And when they said that you are our second largest donor outside of Santa's art shop,
I was
like, whoa. Thrilled. I mean, I think maybe we were third. I don't remember if Walmart was bigger.
We were
second. I think we were second.
We were second, I believe.
Consider a little credit union in the middle of rural California that has 5,000 members strong is delivering that kind of support to our community. I cannot say enough about how proud I was.
And that's one thing I love is it goes straight back to kids in our community.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's one thing to be able to just donate somewhere else out here and it's gone, you never see it. But this actually goes back to kids that maybe even ones we saw on Santa Day.
That's right.
So
I don't know.
And that's amazing.
Yeah, it's so cool. I haven't had the chance this year for the first time because everyone knows I've got kids and
you do?
I have 4 of them. Driving me slightly crazy every single day of my life, but I love them. And I went over to Tony. I can't remember Tony's last name. The gentleman who does an incredible Christmas display. He's got.
Tony Malone.
Tony Malone. There you go.
Over on Aileen Street.
An incredible Christmas display. And during the process of it, the man gave away 2 bikes to kids that came up. And I said, Tony, what's going on? And he says, no, we work with groups, we get it organized, and we give to the most impoverished. And I was just like,
floored.
You are the man. And then, then I just that type of seasonal giving and doing right by the community. Mm-hmm. It's what makes True. It's what makes these little small rural country communities
homes, that homey feeling, the mom and pop, all that
just doesn't exist. It just doesn't exist in the urban areas in the same way.
You mean it doesn't exist down in like Venice Beach, LA area that we were talking about?
Venice Beach is for those people who enjoy Venice Beach. I'm not in that category. My bathing suits are best worn out of the poolside, inside at somebody's house, not on the beach.
There you go. There we go.
My best way to describe it. So what do we got going in 2021, 2022? We got different things to talk about, but Amanda has it as number 1, celebrating it around here, but I'm gonna top her number 1. Which is guys, we're going into 2022. That means that 2020 is over and 2021 is over. Let's hope that we can put the end to masks, staffing outages, the challenges at home. I know it's been hard out there for all of our members. So the message I want is, guys, it's 2022. Thank you for being there and supporting us and understanding. But I guarantee you we are just as amped up as you are to get back to normal. Or whatever that normal is going to look like.
I was going to say, do we even say new normal anymore?
I don't even think we can. Yeah. So that leaves you to kick off the big one.
We had a fantastic year last year, regardless of everything.
We did.
And okay, so for perspective, when you first came here as CEO, where no one knew who you were,
March 4th, 2004.
How big of an institution were we?
11.3 million and 2,200 members, I believe, something to that number.
Okay. At the end.
And 2 branches, which was even crazier.
Oh, it was still in.
It was still
in Trona.
It was 2 branches and $11 million in assets. And I know that for some people you'd say $11 million, what does that mean? That is in terms of size and scope to cost to function.
Mm-hmm. That's like teeny tiny.
It's teeny tiny relative to the costs of running the computer systems, the both locations, insurance, along. Mm-hmm. I mean, as you start cost valuing up,
it's
$11 million doesn't produce the same revenue in any way, shape, or form. So you have to be nimble, you have to be smart, and you have to, You
have to be very strategic at that point.
I did not have a door in my office for the first 3 years of my career here. So
really?
No, I had the accordion. We talked about the accordion.
That's right.
I had no door. I had an accordion.
I was like the hideaway. And then I'm no, the accordion.
I stepped straight out of a 1970s Brady Bunch episode with the accordion. I mean, I know it. But that's okay.
That's classic.
That is classic.
Classic.
But
But the end of last year, we finished at 60 million.
60.1 million in total assets. That's a high water mark for us. We've never broken that barrier before. We broke 50 million the year before. We broke 40 million the year before that. So you're talking, Desert Valleys has grown immensely over the last 2 years. And guys, I'm going to point it
crazy considering the last 2 years.
Yeah, but it's so easy to point back to, and it's a singular decision, and it's a decision that's continued to been beneficial to us and paid huge dividends for us. And that's, we made the decision to stand up for the business community in March of 2020 and do whatever it took to get the PPP program out to them. And other institutions in town chose not to. And we saw that.
Pivotal from.
It's the pivotal moment. It's the absolute pivotal moment.
What we're considered, I guess, is the little guys.
I would argue. Anybody's listened to some of the videos, because I don't want to reiterate old stories, but I've told the Alta One story about when I got here in town and the
at Stater Brothers,
and I think that the decision to serve our members and serve our community with the PPP program redefined that definition of the credit union in Ridgecrest and in our favor. And does that mean that we're getting big egoed, all those type of things? No, that's not what's happening. What's happening is
we're still goofy and unique and
we're still very goofy. You are listening to a video on YouTube about two people rambling about their job. Yeah.
We're
still goofy.
We're definitely
goofy. But what we did is we pivotally changed that we are going to make businesses as important. And it's honestly very interesting, because the lack of a lot of commercial lending options in town has us now beginning our, we've done 5 commercial loans now that we had no intentions of doing at the beginning of 2020. I mean, we had one business partner that we had a close relationship with that had a need, and we took that one relationship and used it as the springboard for how could we do other
define
things,
or how to start molding,
how to build the policies, how to build what's too much, what's enough risk, how do we evaluate risk, how do we do these things, and I think that that's where 2022 has some really unique opportunities. With the recent announcement that Alta One's purchasing the assets of Mojave. Mission, sorry.
Yeah.
It'll always be Mojave to me.
I don't remember it being Mojave.
Yeah.
That's my age.
That's just because there's some real question marks about how our business community is served. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a big part of our focus here in the coming months. You're going to hear more and more about it, and what can we serve, and we're trying to finish up the last of the PPPs, making sure all of those borrowers have an opportunity to get forgiveness and get their debts cleared.
Right.
And
make sure that's all buttoned up before opening. And
that's okay. Like I said, I think the key here is we were very cognitive of our community and our community needs. And that awareness, nimbleness, and willingness to take the risk has been the payoff for the last 2 years.
And it seems like people forget that this community wouldn't be here without the businesses here.
Well, without the businesses here, there's so many tricks to this community. That's a city talk conversation. There's so many. I mean, between base relationships and how much it
we're
produces.
A weird little community.
We're a unique little community. But at the end of the day, a unique little community should also have a unique little credit union. Mm-hmm. That's the way I look at it. Is I'm not trying to sell you on us over somebody else. I'm simply saying we provide a different product.
Right. And
you as a consumer have a choice. You have consumer choice. Are we going to always be perfect? No, I'll give you a perfect example. You want to hear a perfect example of big versus small in terms of stupidity?
Oh, stupidity. Okay.
So, hey, people out there, what happens after December 21st typically, right? People are on vacation, Christmas time, projects get delayed, things get screwed up. If you raise your hand, if you have ever screwed something up or missed a deadline around Christmas time, Yeah. Okay. There's 3 hands in the building. And here's my point is, so one of our obligations is to send our monthly statements out to members. Mm-hmm. Well, they mailed on the 17th of January. Oops. Now, oopsies. Now let me explain why. Because I was on vacation. I came back on the 3rd, had a plan to clear all of our year-end things.
Yep.
Came back. I was then back in office for 48 hours and I got sick.
Yeah.
And I was down for 6 days. And so
we forget to account for human error.
So what happens to the project is then I come back and I go, I got to get this done. And 10 other projects are waiting there. So it's now Tuesday. It's now Monday. It's Martin Luther King holiday. And I'm going, oh crap, I forgot about the statements.
I gotta get the
statements out. So to our members, but my apologies, but that's a perfect example of small versus large. Automation versus
we're all doing something here.
We're all still actively involved in managing your account relationship and your member relationship. And
some people are shocked to hear how many people we have on staff here.
Yeah. Well, we're big for relatively.
Well, and then they're like, what? They're like, oh, you mean like that just work with you? And I'm like, no. Well, yes, that just work with me, but total in the building.
Total. We're not 50. We're not 500 people. No. And that's just a perfect example of the funny, and so unique small credit union. I'm proud of it. Really proud of it.
It's a fun time.
It is. It's fun to be exploring new things. Mm-hmm. There's an old adage that you're not having fun or you're not really growing or experiencing if you're sitting still. Right. You have to be
growing stagnant.
You have to be in motion. And I think I've said it before, and it may even been on a DV Live, is that's the best part about what Desert Valleys has never been, is we don't go stagnant.
No, not at all.
There's never a stagnant moment in the place. And that is part of that fiber and culture. And I talked about this on our staff meeting today.
If we literally, you had a visual of us throwing spaghetti on a wall, it would just be a hot mess.
No, it would be a hot mess.
All over, all the time.
But it's a hot mess that what happens is turns into a Picasso. Mm-hmm. At some point. It is we don't just throw it and then stop and throw it and then stop. We throw it and then we see how we can figure out new ways to do it better.
Right.
And I think Saturday was a big testament to that this year because there were changes.
There were big changes.
Yeah, I mean, we were not able to have Santa Day in 21.
Right.
In 20. We had the Winter Wonderland light event from
outdoors.
Yeah.
From Clark Griswold.
From Clark W. Griswold, which I do believe at some point somebody is going to do a meme of Eric and Clark W. Griswold at some point. I'm very memeable in that category. But we knew that we went overboard because we were guessing in 20. We were a guessing lot in so many ways. But when we knew we were bringing Santa Day back, we did the changes that really, I think, made the day even better, which was understanding that the kids are waiting in line, understanding that we had more books this year. We had a different setup in the room. We
were able to accommodate for larger families.
We were able to accommodate for bigger groups.
Yeah.
We were able to get it out on SmugBug within, I think, 48 hours or something like that.
Maybe even less, I think.
Maybe even less. All those little things that are I'll give you a perfect example. This is the digital world, right?
Yes.
And I don't know if I ever told you the story about how we ended up with the pictures for Santa Day, but it's a good, fun story, and we're storybooking today. I found a photo when I was cleaning out a box or something my mom had given me. Oh, here's your stuff. Just leave. That one of those boxes.
Okay.
And inside it was this very yellow, faded envelope, and you open it up, and it says Christmas 1979. It had me and my brother. So I was 3 and he was 9. But it's the only picture I found, where the two of us are sitting with Santa.
Like a department store.
Yeah, something. It was something circa 1979. Well, in the digital age, we've lost that. We have the picture. Mm-hmm. We can go search the picture.
I can look it up on my phone.
But we lose our phone and we lost the picture, or we don't know how to search it out in the cloud amongst 7,000 photos, and that magic touch, that physical touch gets lost in it. And And that's how Santa Day started. All because I found this stupid photo in a box, circa, was some visit with my mother. And it was a physical photo. Mm-hmm. And I said, that's the one thing that people don't have. So I got to say, best moment of Santa Day 2021 was we got a picture from a member. And they had hung all of the pictures we had taken of their children.
For the last 4 years, I believe.
No, it was more than that. I think it was like 6 or 7, if I remember right. And they had made garland. And I apologize, I can't remember the member's name right now off the top of my head. But they had made a garland wreath over their fireplace of the physical photos of their child with Santa Claus at Desert Valleys and how their child had grown. And I had the biggest grin on my face because I know that family has those memories and they have that moment.
And they look forward to coming to it.
And they look forward to it. And that's, you know what? That's why Santa Day was just, once again, so excited to be able to have it for you again. Second Saturday, December 2022.
We'll be back
We'll be here.
Yep.
We'll probably have even more because
why wouldn't
Clark
we?
W. Griswold still resides in premise.
Yes, yes.
We did not put out anywhere close to the number of blow-ups that we have available to us.
No, not at all. We did not. It was.
We have a lot more. We have a lot of lights and a whole bunch of extension cords. If we decide we want to do more, it's just more. We're gonna decide based on our resources, And I was so proud of the event, and thank you, Amanda. It's my opportunity to compliment Amanda. Amanda was the lead on it this year, which
it was my first year.
Frees me up to do things, but once you do it, the experience is totally different.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Oh yes.
There was a lot of glitter. There was a lot of tree tinsel. There was a lot of everything. But afterwards, after the event, it was so worth it.
Oh yeah.
So
and the event is not a hard event. It's just lots of little details of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lots and lots of little details.
It was good though.
And a shout out to Raw Media Productions, who you guys know is our producer for the program, but they were also our photographer for Santa Day. So thank you to Nick and Paul for coming out, and we'll have our capture video coming out here at some point. And it was great. It was a really fun day.
Oh.
And those member events, I'll give you a little quick recap from something that happened earlier today. We had our staff meeting. We have a staff meeting every 2 weeks, and we meet and we talk. And we were talking about what we call giving back to the member, how the member gets back. And for our members out there, Santa Day is about you.
It's about giving back.
It may not seem like it, but I promise you, everything that we do in that, and that includes the Toys for Tots.
And
that includes the books. It includes all those.
And it's one of those things that it's just a different way to give back that people always say, this is what makes you guys you.
Yep.
This is what's so fun about my credit union. Look at what they're doing.
Yep. And just that. So like I said, we'll be back. I just want members to know that. And I say that because we already are working on at least a couple different member
appreciation
member things,
events.
Yeah, events, single one-offs.
They might not be big like Santa Day. They might be a little bit smaller.
Yeah, they might be a little bit smaller. They might involve different, partners. They could, but all these things are about giving a little value back to you. And with that, hint, one's coming.
Mark your calendars.
Yeah, I would say my biggest one is just mark your calendars.
I will tell you,
come by and visit.
February 18th. You might want to come by around lunchtime.
Might be
later in the afternoon-ish.
Might be the type of seasons where thinly chocolate covered mint squares are available.
Yes.
And that's this type of stuff that, like I said, bring back member value. Yeah. And here you want another funny story about Christmas Santa Day 2021. It finally made us do something we hadn't done in, I'm not kidding you when I say this, 14 years. And every time I walk out of my office, I notice it. We got rid of that stupid desk in the lobby.
Oh my gosh,
After 14 years. Do you understand how much it opened up the lobby?
I was thinking like Santa Day. I was like, what else did we do?
I just, every time I walk out there, I go, where's the desk? Oh yeah, wow, this really did open up.
I didn't notice how much the lobby was open until after all the decorations came down. And I remember coming back in, I'm like, oh, this is like a barren desert.
It feels empty all of a sudden.
I was like, I don't know what to do with my hands. There's so much space.
Yeah, it was very funny though. I mean, 14 years old.
We have so much room for activities.
Yeah.
So
I was just sharing that. Just those are just the goofy things. Members are watching; they're enjoying what we talk about. Then,
yeah. If you've been wondering what's different in our lobby, that's it.
We walk in there and it feels like it's gone.
It is.
So are we supposed to talk about anything important?
There's this little tiny thing going on this month that you have to enroll by Monday, January 31st.
By Monday, January 31st.
That's very distinct.
If you start now, it's the 50 week or the 49 week. Well, because you got to kind of catch up.
Yeah, you got to play catch up. But it started out as the 52 week challenge.
And this is our seventh or eighth year. It's not that old of a product. I think it's 8. The first year we did it, we tried to give out challenge coins. We thought that was,
So my very first week, this month of posting it, he actually commented, he's like, I still have my challenge coin.
Yep.
And I was like, what?
Yeah. If you have a Desert Valley challenge code from the 52 week challenge, that hold on to it. Cause those, I mean, and hey, in the comments section, again, like, subscribe, please drop if you had a photo of the Desert Valley, or if you have another idea or suggestion on how we celebrate the challenge. So we had, I think the number this morning was
106.
106
for the current. Yeah. Currently enrolled.
But last year we had 74 members complete the challenge over the course of the entire year.
It was my first time doing the challenge last year.
And it's not easy in November, December. It's intentionally difficult.
No. I will say my little tidbit, the very first week I do the full max because you can go out 4 weeks. So I do the full max. So first week of December, I had to pay my 52. And then I didn't have to think about it the rest of the month.
Oh, you did your last one.
Yeah.
But that means November you would have had 51, 50, and 40, 49, 48. So this is almost $200. And people would say, well, why is that so hard? Well, the purpose of the 52 week is that you start off the first month. The first total month you have to save is $10. Mm-hmm. But if I can get you from January to November or January to December, and the idea that saving on a monthly basis went from $10 to $200, I guarantee you we're going to be putting you as a member in a better financial position.
Yeah.
To understand that over the long run, because the number one biggest challenge that people have is saving money.
I've also heard people say, oh, can I do it backwards? Can I save 52 and then go down to 1?
Yep.
But I understand it kind of defeats.
We built it with a really specific mindset, which is that's why you have to make a savings deposit during Christmas season.
Yeah.
And not 1, you have to make 4. And they are the 4 largest.
Yep.
And you have to do it during Christmas. And it's intentionally there to say it's a challenge to mindset yourself into how you budget, how you manage your dollars. And so that's why we don't do the 52 week or the backwards or, just before Christmas. But we've got plenty of other products. If you ever want to do something like that, you're like, I want to do the 52 week challenge. I want to do it on my own. I want to see if I can do it, but I want to do it in reverse. Hey, we got a club account. We can do you with, I mean, you do you. We'll give you an account to put your money in and encourage you.
There's different things. You just got to speak up and
ask and see what we can. The other one is Save to Win. I said it this morning, and so
I wish I could participate in Save to Win.
Yeah. Well,
so fun.
No, because I was gonna say Darren could, but you can't now. And Memphis is too young, so no, you can't. I can't either.
It's okay. I know.
I do
it's
it.
Just
I do it.
Fun program.
I do it to. Symbiotic. No, what's when you do it through a person? I'm trying to remember the word. Vicariously. There you go. Through my stepfather.
Oh, okay.
So because that's in the rules because he's outside of the household, and he's not direct relation. As goofy as that sounds.
So for those of you who don't know, Save to Win, you can literally win money for saving for a $25 deposit.
Oh, yeah. We just awarded $350 in prizes. Yeah.
Is it $350 or $325?
$350 because we had 2 national winners at $25 and we had $300 in credit union. And the credit union gives away $300 in prizes every quarter.
Yep.
On top of the dividend you earn.
On top of monthly drawings.
On top of monthly drawings.
Wait, last year we had one winner win $500
twice. We have winners that have won $100. We've had winners that have won consistently $25. I have a member who I know has won $25 at least.
4 or 5
times at this stage. Yeah. And you know what they do? They deposit $250 a month.
Yeah.
It's their savings.
They max out their
It's their
entries.
savings. And they max out their entries and you know what the cool things that's happened to them over the 3 years since we've had the program? Their savings is substantially more than it was. And it's not saying like they're making a bunch of money. I'm saying they're actually saving money. They're actually getting a habit growing.
And that's what 52-week challenge is. It starts if you don't know how to save. It teaches you the habits to saving. And
let's talk about what's the pros and cons. You know, there's no downside on a 52-week challenge account. And let me explain to you. There's no cost to open it. There's no cost to close it. The only thing that you sacrifice if you fail the challenge is whatever dividend you had earned to that point. You don't earn a dividend.
Yeah.
So if you've saved $200, and I just want to make sure everyone understands the math of what $200 is. If you've saved $200 and it's July 1st, right? And you hit a snag, you need the $200. Again, we're not going to stop you. It's your money.
No, yeah.
And we're not going to penalize you for it. And here's what that dividend.
We all understand that life happens.
Right. I mean, and the total that you're going to be forfeiting is like $2 in dividends. Mm-hmm. But in exchange, we're giving you, if you need the money, we respect that.
Yeah.
We'll work with you. So powerful a tool. And it's one of those many tools that we use. Our products are designed to empower individuals. And this is 2012. I had a board member in 2011. So it was, and I know it's because Adam was there. I know 10 minutes. I got it.
Oh no.
Adam, who did our strategic planning this year.
I hadn't looked up there in a minute. I was looking at the clock for anyone who saw that.
we even have eyeball clocks now in here so we can keep our track. And he, the board member said, you know, we're poor man's bank. And I still remember that. And if you're out there watching, that's a shout out to you know who. Huh. And what we did is we stopped and said, no, we need to be the credit union that builds people. And that was when we dropped the starting over. So we dropped starting out. Our original motto was starting out or starting over. We're here for you. And that's when we dropped the starting out or starting over.
Okay.
Was because we wanted our products to match what we wanted our members to hopefully learn, which is good savings habits and have tools to advance themselves. Do a 52-week savings challenge. Do a Smart Sense.
Oh, yeah.
Do a Save to Win. Use our starter credit card. Use our STS loan as a starter to build your credit.
And another
use
thing
our secure checking as a way to monitor your credit.
Like talk to us about where you're at, where you're starting, goals.
Yep.
I don't think people like to do that. It's scary. It's embarrassing. It's all those things. But we've all been there.
Yeah, it's scary and embarrassing, but there's no better tool at your disposal than somebody within your community whose job and dedication is to building people. Mm-hmm. Credit unions, people helping people. That's the backbone of our brand and our, not just our brand, but our entire movement. And we can do that. And 52 week is just an example of that. And that's why, hey, it's January. You got 1 month to enroll. You can't enroll after January 31st. It pays a 3% dividend, which in truth ends up being about $13. It's not a huge amount of money, but.
So last year at the end of the challenge, it's week 1, you do $1, week 2, $2, blah, blah, blah. You save $1,378. Mm-hmm. I got paid out a $16.23 dividend. Mm-hmm. But I completed the challenge.
Right. So more importantly is you found all of a sudden yourself in a position where hey, it's tax season, but you know what's crazy is I actually have money saved. I got through Christmas and I have money saved. What can I do with that money? I can put it into a save to win or a certificate of deposit, or I can pay off a credit card, or I can
just put it in regular savings
and save it and start all over again.
Yeah.
But my habit
is there. I will say it was hard those 3.5 weeks where I didn't put money in somewhere. I felt very weird. I was like, I'm forgetting something. What am I doing? What do I have to do?
Yeah.
So.
And it like I said, so it's just one of those fun, come on out, call us. You can do, we'll open it on email. We'll do it over the phone. We'll make it easy for you. There's no downside to this product. We're not charging you anything to do it. There's no cost if you have to close it.
There's no big sit down in the new accounts.
There's no fee or it's one piece of paper, and it's just acknowledging that you understand what the program is.
Yep.
And we can send it via email. But I encourage, hey, here's a challenge, okay? Share this video, tell your friends, send them down here, do it yourself.
Sign up with your friends and keep each other accountable.
Take your office and get 10 of you together and see who can all finish the challenge.
Yeah.
And then, let us know so we can come over there and take a picture of you and show, and celebrate 10 people together, save $13,000. Or if you have a family, if you have a group charity that you work with through your office, let us be the conduit for setting goals and doing those things every month. We want to serve you in that way. And yay, we're at 106. We'd love to be at 200-300. We'd love to be at 1,000. Probably not going to happen, but
it could.
Share, tell your friends, come on down, ask.
Yeah.
But 52 Week is a great program to help you empower habits that we think are the important life-changing habits that aren't being taught in school, aren't being taught at home. And, we can hopefully bridge that for some people.
I think I was 27 the first time I learned I should probably start a savings.
Yeah, and here's the best part is I could argue that you're not a unique example.
No.
You were probably 27. You probably had used PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, or something. All these other things without any understanding of what they were or weren't doing in terms of cost. Or all it did was it did what you wanted in the moment, which was it took your money and gave it to X person.
And when my grand was like, oh, you need to put 10% of each paycheck into savings, I was like, well, I'm going from 0 to 10%.
Yeah.
Pump the brakes, lady.
But that's where we have, and that's the difference is online and digital companies that aren't as physically here, talking to you and working with you. I got to tell you, you are a number.
Yep.
That is the end all.
And you not saving helps them.
Right. You not saving is a great way to drive their income.
Yep.
Our goal here is if we had the perfect dream, it would be the guy that comes in and says, I can't manage my budget. I can't do these things. I can't. I've got a good job, but I can't.
Yep.
And being able to look at them a year later and he has even $500 in his pocket is
not living paycheck to paycheck.
Is an improvement.
Yep.
Because and that improves everyone around it. Because it improves his life, it improves our members' life, it improves the credit union, it improves everyone around.
Mm-hmm. So what else do we got going on this year?
I don't know. What else do we got going on? We got 5 minutes. Here, let's read Amanda's sheet.
I know my sheet.
Karnak says we have way too much going on. Our HELOC product is live. It's been live for now 3 months. We have done 4 or 5 of those. Mm-hmm. If you are a member out there,
for anyone who knows, it's a home equity line of credit. HELOC.
We offered the product back in 2005, 2006, 2007. So we offered it.
Oh, okay.
And we closed it at that time because it wasn't the right solution during 8 and 9 and 10. And some people would say it's still not the right solution, but I have a reason why I feel differently, which is there is a great market out there that's been created in lower interest rate mortgages. And if you have a 3% mortgage, I don't want you trying to refinance and spending $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 in fees
That's crazy.
To get access to the equity in your property, especially if you're going to do it for debt consolidation or other. I mean, there's so many things that there's reasons to do it from a leverage perspective that we've made ours streamlined in cost, streamlined in process. It's $750 is the current. I believe it's $750 is the current cost.
We'll have Miss Betty on.
We'll have Miss Betty on to give you more detail, but we have an interest only and a fixed principal and interest product. We have a variable rate. We've got a fixed rate. I mean, we've got we spent about 6 months last year getting it ready to roll out. You have the
product for a variety of consumers, it sounds like.
Right. And the most important aspect that we constantly are reminding people about why we're excited about offering this is we're not trying to make $1 million or $10 million worth of loans, but we're trying to ensure that when our members have a need, we have a product to meet their need. You want to talk about what a good, the best thing you could hear from your institution is that they're trying to develop products and solutions to meet your needs rather than trying to develop products and services to sell you. It's a totally different mindset.
Two whole different ball games right there.
Two whole different ball games. And we're excited. So HELOC is rolling out. If you're interested, please reach out to our loan department.
Yeah.
We're excited about it. Real has been growing and doing 2 or 3 loans a month. If you don't know about the Real program.
Start to see something changing where it says Go Green Financing. Yep. They did do a rebrand. Right. So I know. I'm doing the whole marketing like PC
Good job. Good job, Amanda, saving me. That's where I don't know where I talk about a product and it's always going to be ingrained in the name.
Well, but, it's the same. Like everyone here is Real and it's now Go Green Financing.
Go Green Financing. And Go Green Financing again is to add and enhance your personal property, your residence with energy efficiency improvements. So that would be things like cool roof, radiated stock windows, ACs.
I think
venting.
Pool?
No pool.
Huh? Okay, I thought it was something to do with the pool, like pool pumps.
Well, pool pumps. Let's say you have a 1980s, energy guzzling filtration. And I mean, but yes, pool pumps can be in there, but the real focus: roofs, windows, garage doors, and ACs and ventilation. But it's seasonal. It's available year round, but guys and members, I don't know why I said guys when I talk about members. That's just a poor use of words. Members, but heads up is if you had heating or cooling problems either right now during the winter or last summer, go out and talk to our local contractors. We've got most of our HVAC installers signed up on Go Green with us.
We have local contractors
that
have done this.
And we have the program allows for a lot of flexibility in the financing terms without going through the second trustee process. Great program. We've had nothing but success with it now. We were one of the pilots with it when it started in 2018.
It's a really cool program. It really is.
It is a cool program, and we have the ability to really service those loans, and we're doing about 3 or 4 a month right now. But we have the capability to handle 20 of those a month if there's members that are interested. And now's the time. Take advantage. You don't want to do
it in the middle of July.
You don't want to do it in the middle of July just also because the supply chain is once we get you approved for the Real and we're in the process, it's not like you have to close in 3 days. Right?
Okay.
But they can order. They can get the ball rolling. They can order the units. They can know what their demand is. They can order vent parts. They can pour cement. They can do things to move the project along. And Go Green also allows you to do some individual projects in your home that may not be specifically energy efficient.
It's what, 70-30?
It's 70-30. 70% of the total funds must be used on approved energy efficiency measures.
Okay.
So
a few other fun stuff. We have Alva coming back for artists locally. Check that out. Starting February 1st.
Our foundation scholarship application will be coming up.
February 1st. We have Bite of Reality coming up in the spring.
Yeah, Bite of Reality's been worked on.
We already have member movie night set.
Yeah, we have
Santa Day set.
We're not making any of those announcements yet, but already being worked on. And then I guess the last one was be just an old promise from 21, just giving you the quick update, which is we made a commitment last year to improve the energy efficiency of our own property.
Right.
We have a solar project that's still pending. It's coming, which includes an EV charger.
It's not off the books. It's just
my
coming.
child might have graduated high school by the time it's completed, but we're hoping here in the next couple of months that we can have that wrapped up and underway, and it'll be another exciting year at the credit union. We're excited to do a lot of things. We said goodbye to some people. Gerardo left at the end of December. Lorena left at the beginning of December. Mm-hmm. Right at the beginning of December, and Lorena had been with us for 15 years, so that was another one of those losses. But you'll start seeing some new faces, and we've got a great team. We've got a great future ahead of us, and at the end of the day, I have to tell you guys, thank you, members. You're the ones that made it happen.
Yeah,
Might sound like it's all us, but we can't do it without you.
We just show up and hang out and talk for a little bit.
And that's why we need you to like, comment, and subscribe.
Share
and subscribe. Because right now, after our first 20 episodes, we have 34 subscribers. And we need you to help that
little red box.
We need that
at the bottom.
We need that doubled and then doubled again and then doubled one more time.
And we can't do it
and
without
then we might ask you to double it again. But we really could use like, comment, share. Let them know if you like what we're doing, and more importantly, also tell us what we're doing wrong.
Yeah,
we're not above making changes.
No, let us know.
Let us know.
You can always shoot me a message on any of the social medias. Send me an email to amanda.diaz@desertvalleys.com.
Yeah, see,
pop on by.
I have these people. You hire them in, and then they get married, and then they expect you to change your name.
Thing.
And it's just such a pain.
I really don't care. It was my name for 33 years, so I guess it'll stick with me.
Sabrina Sothan and Amanda Diaz both, and I've always said that it's just humorous.
I know. It's not going to change.
We're fixing that this year.
My poor husband.
Hopefully my email servers get upgraded this year.
We'll see.
It's one of my goals.
Have a happy Friday, everybody, and a great weekend.
We'll see you. And welcome to 2022.
Here we go. Oh, good old 2022, huh?